Alrighty. We're back. We're feeling better than ever, baby. We got the live reset, man. I think that, like I said, my mic was a little laggy. My camera was a little laggy, so we got that fixed up, baby. How's everybody doing tonight, man? We're back. We're better than ever. We're chilling. We're on some penicillin, baby, and we're looking for some debates tonight, man. We're looking to get into some conversations with some people, man. We're looking to roast some hog, man. I don't know where they been tonight, bro. I don't know where y'all been. I've literally been on here for like 40 minutes now looking for some hog to roast, but I ain't seen no damn hog, baby. Like, where are the people at, bro? Where are the MAGA supporters, bro? They're probably asleep right now. Sleep getting ready to go to work, or I don't know, man. Little piggies just, they just running away lately. They ain't been trying to actually have a conversation with the boy, bro. It's been a lot of trolls, a lot of people just splashing water in my ear, a lot of people that don't want to actually engage in a debate no more. Because, like, I mean, dude, how do you defend the indefensible? How do you defend like the worst president in goddamn modern history? How do you do that? I mean, I can't sit here and do that. I mean, shit, I would find it hard myself. Maybe that's why it's getting harder and harder to find people to debate on a nightly basis, man. I mean, I'm not trying to just sit here and chirp all night long. I would love to get into a conversation. I don't even think I've had one real good debate tonight. I think I had a bunch of nothing for like the last 40 minutes. We had to do a quick reset on the live, man. So make sure y'all are tapping that screen. Make sure that you share it so we can get more people up in here. We got to get sent to that For You feed. Make sure that y'all are sending your daily Hartcoin and your daily Rose. It really does help get us sent to that For You feed to get more people up in here, man, because that's what we need. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Yvette. You talking about yourself? You can come up here and actually have a conversation with me. I've been married for 12 years, so I don't really give a shit whether or not you think I'm a beta or an alpha. That shit means nothing to me. That definition has no meaning to me. And honestly, if you're one of the fucking people that hates my ideology, then you're the last person that I want thinking that I'm an alpha male. I really could give two fucks about that. I did get a haircut. I had to get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? My hair was a little long. Oh, I can't even add you up in here, schizoids. You got an account where I can send you up here to have a conversation. So you're going to continue to chirp in the comment section anyway. So that's fine. Have a good time. Keep commenting because it does help me. Drop those, how was your day, buddy? You know what I'm saying? Make sure you just keep having that conversation because we're trying to get sent to that For You feed. And the more you engage with me, the better, baby. Hey, dog, come here. My dog over here messing with my camera. Come here, dude. But yeah, like I said, make sure y'all are tapping that screen, man. We had to hit a quick reset on the live. I had to fix my feed, man. My camera, I had it going on a wireless connection for a while, and that shit was just lagging horribly. So I got it fixed, man. No more lag. We're doing good, man. We're feeling great. We're ready to roast some hog, man. I am ready to cook some pig tonight, bro. But I don't know where they're at. Like I said, they're not out no more because they're like pissed off that their favorite whiskey is tariffed at 50% now. That they can't. They're mad that they can't get their Crown Royal anymore and shit. They're mad that the tariffs that got put on Canada, bro, is making it harder for us Americans already. I mean, do Republicans not fucking think? Do they think that just throwing a tariff on a country is gonna make things easier for like me and you simply because the country is going to pay more? What the fuck is wrong with Republicans? These guys are absolutely batshit crazy. They're stupid. They're dipshit brained. Like, literally hollow than a motherfucker, bro. Like, they're even more smooth brained than the people that support them, man. It's like y'all really just don't give two shits about the American economy right now. Y'all don't care that people are oppressed. Nobody gives a shit about the American people anymore, I guess. That's what I'm hearing. I'm mad about the crown increases. Haven't had a bottle in over a year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, I can't get my Crown Apple. I can't get the Crown Peach. My Crown Vanilla. I can't fill up the fucking diesel. I can't put more than $20 on my F-250, baby. You know what I'm saying? Gas is expensive here in the state of Texas, man. I don't even know when the last time I put my MAGA flags on the back of my truck and just rode through the town, baby, just for the fuck of it, baby. You know what I'm saying? I was showing my pride, for my big beautiful president. But he's made gas prices so damn high that I can't put no fucking diesel in the F-250. Come on, man. What's going on, Trump? I need to put gas in the F-250, bro. I need to be able to put some diesel in the fucking truck, homie. You know what I'm saying? I got shit to do, bro. I gotta go and I gotta lug some lumber around, bro. I gotta go to the Home Depot and get some stuff for my projects, but I can't go fucking take out the truck, bro. It costs $100 to put it on. Hell yeah, Graham, come and do something about it. Why don't you come up here and have a conversation, Graham? I'm never gonna shut up. You're never gonna get me to shut up. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to chirp, baby. Chirp, baby, chirp. That's what I'm here for, bro. I'm wired off of the damn tea, bro. I got this tweak tea. What's good, homie? You disagree with anything on the screen? Yeah, you're in, Graham.
Oh, okay, I got you.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's happened?
Nothing much, man. You disagree with anything on the screen?
No, I don't. At the top of the screen, it says, "Why do you still support Trump?"
Yeah,
I can give a couple of reasons for that.
yeah, man. You tell us why you're happy paying $6 for a gallon of diesel, brother.
I can. That's not my point. Did you ask me a question? The
Hey,
question
brother.
is at the top of the prompt, right?
Yep. I want to know why you support a president that promised us no wars, sir.
I support the president. That's not the question. Was at the top of the prompt. It says, "Why do you still support Trump?"
Yeah, no, he promised me on the campaign. No, I'm just saying on the campaign trail, did he not promise us cheap gas and no wars?
Yeah. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the prompt that's at the top of the screen. I'm trying to answer the prompt.
Okay, you're getting
My
frustrated. It's
prompt is,
okay.
why do I still support Trump? I'll give you one good reason: because he closed the borders.
Did he?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it means that there aren't a whole bunch of people coming in for third world countries that don't belong here.
You think Mexico's a
he
third
also
world country?
He also brought ICE in. ICE is taking people out of the country. That's why I support Trump. Do you think Kamala would have done that?
Joe Biden's administration deported more people than Trump has so far.
Nope, that's not even true.
Yeah, it is 4.1 million compared to Trump's only 400,000 so far being reported.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you got that from, but that's absolutely not true.
CPB.
What is CPB?
Customs and Border Protection.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Look up the...
Do you even look at data before you come up here and make claims? And at the end of the day, yes, brother, no, you obviously don't. But at the end of the day, brother, you think the border is effectively shut down. He's closed the border. Okay, it's done. Nobody's coming in. Okay. Hold on. I'm answering the question.
Hold on.
Answer the question.
Are you telling me...
Answer the question. Do you think the border is shut completely?
Yes.
100%. Nobody's getting in and out.
Yes.
That's completely illogical, dude. There are still people getting over the border. Okay. Let me ask you this, my friend. Are you okay with people's liberties being infringed upon?
No.
Okay, so according to the Constitution, people, not just United States citizens, people have a right to life, liberty, and due process. Do you disagree with this?
If they're American citizens, yes.
That's not what the Constitution says. I have the Constitution right here. If we need to read, no. Hold on. I have it right here. Do we need to read it together? Because you're not going to get.
Read it together.
Sure, we can definitely read what the Fifth Amendment says. Do you know what the Fifth Amendment is, my friend?
Yes.
Which one is that?
Are you asking me what do you mean? What is
just a brief description? What do you think the Fifth Amendment is about? I can read you. I have it right here. It's right here. I know what it is because this is my art. Do you know what the Fifth Amendment is?
No, let's say I don't.
Okay, it's important that I think you learn your amendments because the government could infringe upon them very easily, my friend. All right. So right here, it says, nor shall any person be subject. Person is the word you need to look at here. It does not say United States citizen. It doesn't say American. It doesn't say any of the sort. It says person. Person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. So when we say persons, illegal immigrants still deserve due process. I'm not saying that illegal immigration should not be enforced against, brother. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that liberty means something to me. What does liberty mean to you?
Liberty means that you can you can live in a country where you're allowed to do what you want. Liberty means freedom.
essentially, if that's your personal definition, sure, but the real definition of liberty is basically protection of tyranny from oppressive political, politicians, right? And to make sure that you have liberty, to know that you have liberty, is to know that you are the independent sovereign of your mind and your body. The government doesn't have a right to be coercive. So what I'm saying is that people, yes, they're here on a misdemeanor. It's a civil violation, being here illegally. What I'm saying is that is to be put through the court cases properly and sent back to where they need to go. We need to follow our immigration laws, not allowing ICE agents to be allowed to just commit homicide in the streets, or even when they get to detention centers.
Excuse me.
Hold on.
ICE agents are doing homicide.
There's been
there's
multiple cases, but you don't care about those people. Shall I get to the American citizens who have been shot and killed? I just want you to
tell me what ICE agents are committing homicide.
30 happened last year and 28 have happened this year. It's documented. No, do you want the real?
Okay. Show me that. Yes, I want you to show me that.
I have the evidence, yes, but I can't share my screen. You're gonna have to go and look at it yourself if you would like to.
No, I'd like you to show me.
I can't share my screen. It's a true claim. You can go and look yourself if you would like to go see how many
made that claim. So
my friend, hold on. No, just look it up really quick. Just look.
Talk over me
because you're refusing the information. Because, buddy, you're not going to care if it comes from my mouth. You're going to refuse the statistics regardless. So why is it so hard for you to just look up how many ICE agents have killed illegal immigrants since Trump administration has taken office for the second time? It'll tell you 58, and 170 Americans have been detained, and 3 Americans have been killed.
You said there was 100 Americans killed.
I said 100.
Either way, we're talking.
I did not. I said 58 illegal immigrants have killed illegal immigrants.
Killed American citizens.
They haven't released the names. We don't know because they're protecting them. What do you mean?
Which ICE agents have killed American citizens?
Okay, so are you denying that Alex Preddy was killed? Are you denying Renee Good was killed?
I'm not denying Alex
Preddy. Alex Preddy is the easiest one. A U.S. citizen shot 10 times in the back.
She also.
Let's talk about Alex Preddy. Okay, let's talk about Alex Preddy. Let's talk about Alex Preddy because 7 months. No, 7 months. No. Because you don't seem to actually care. You don't even say his name, brother.
Disingenuous argument.
No, it's not that. We're talking about brother. Are you advocating for an American citizen being murdered and then having the administration call him a fucking terrorist after being shot 10 times in the fucking back? Is that what you're telling me?
Who did that?
2 ICE agents in Minnesota.
Where?
I just told you.
Can you Minneapolis? Show me the proof of it?
You didn't? Are you kidding me? You didn't watch what?
Can you show me the proof that ICE agents just killed someone willy-nilly? They just said, "Hey, I'm going to kill this person."
Did you even pay attention when Alex Preddy was killed?
I can't pay attention because you don't stop talking over me.
This happened in fucking January.
If that's the case, can you show me where ICE agents?
Dude, you're being disingenuous, bro. Do you not know who Alex Preddy is? Are you being serious right now?
Yes, I know how.
So why the hell are you asking and demanding me for evidence when I'm telling you a case right now? It should be one is more than enough, bro. One is one too many, right? Because if illegal immigrants killed somebody and I told you only 23 illegal immigrants killed Americans last year, you would say one is one too many.
Again, all right,
bro. Show your screen. Let's see what you look like. Let's see what you look like, brother. No, I want to because you're denying the evidence. You want me to prove to you that Alex Preddy was shot 10 times when you know that he was shot 10 times?
First of all, Alex Preddy wasn't even shot 10 times. I'm not sure what the fuck you're talking about.
How many times was he shot?
He wasn't shot 10 times.
Why don't you just look it up? I don't know why it's so hard for you to look up the evidence. It'll tell you 10. He was shot 10 times.
Holy shit.
Seriously, why don't you look it up?
All right.
No. You're not going to have a debate. You're going to concede because you're going to concede because you're wrong. You're spreading misinformation. That's why.
Yeah, because you won't let me talk. You won't let me talk. You're going to talk over me.
Because you were refusing to go look at the facts that he was shot 10 times by ICE agents. ICE agents shot him a total of 10 times.
Okay, all right. Say I'll grant you that. Let me concede that. If that's the case, do you know why he was shot?
Yes, because he was a bystander watching
observing. Nope.
Yes. Dude.
See, that's
no. You don't even know. So what happened? What happened then? What happened? I do, because I actually analyzed what this was going on the entire day. I watched these videos over and over again, more times than you can count. And the family of Alex Preddy just did an interview yesterday morning, and Steve Miller, Kristi Noem, Donald Trump, and all of the administration that called him a terrorist, that called him an agitator, have yet to apologize for spreading misinformation. No, you don't want to have a real conversation, and you're advocating for American citizens to be murdered by our government. You're a piece of shit. I'm not. You are. You don't want our liberties to be protected. You're a piece of fucking trash that doesn't give a shit about our constitutional protections. That's what you are. Yeah, show your face. Show your face, brother.
I can show my face is right here.
I want to see what kind of loser you are.
You want to see my face?
Yes. Come on. Oh yeah,
right here.
Typical MAGA neckbeard, bro. I knew that's exactly who I was talking to. You have no empathy for humans.
What the fuck does my beard have anything to do
Total
with what
neckbeard Trump hog, brother.
What the fuck does my beard have anything to do with what
I want to know why you're denying Alex Preddy being shot 10 times when you don't know the fucking facts. And you're up here spreading misinformation. You're spreading misinformation.
Why was he shot?
Why was he shot 10 times?
Dumbass.
Why did it take 7 grown men to get on top of him, remove his firearm, and shoot him 10 times? Why did he? You tell me.
Why was he shot?
You tell me, because I'm wrong.
Yeah, I can tell you why he was
shot.
Tell me. Because he kept in. If you shut the fuck up for like 5 seconds.
Why don't you stop crashing out like a little baby?
Oh my god.
You're acting like a child, brother. Hey.
I'm acting like a child, but you're the one who won't stop talking.
Because you've been cussing at me since the start of this conversation, because you are literally so misinformed, and you're out here spreading misinformation, and it's actually insane. I don't expect you to have a heart for the illegal immigrants, but for the fact that if you coming up here and defending homicide on an American citizen by people who are supposed to be upholding the law is absolutely ridiculous. And the family has been yet to be apologized to for their son being called a terrorist by the president.
Not sure where you got that from when you don't let anybody else talk. No,
so what? He wasn't helping a woman off of the ground that got shoved? Would you not help a woman?
Talk about it.
Would you not help a woman? Would you not? No, I was trying to get to that, but you told me I was wrong when I tried to say that he was peacefully standing by and observing ICE, and then an ICE agent came up and pushed a woman. Because I'm informed and you are misinformed.
How am I misinformed?
I want you to tell me what happened, because you obviously...
I can't tell you because you won't shut the fuck up.
Dude, you got like 10 seconds to be up here or you're gone. Because I really don't have to have a conversation with a loser like you.
Because, listen,
explain. You have 5 seconds. Explain. Dude, shut up and explain what you have to say. Don't fucking talk. Don't chirp. Just say what you need to say, brother. You good? You gonna chill out now? You ready to have a conversation like grown men?
Yeah, if someone would stop muting me, that'd be fine.
That was the first time I've muted you.
Okay. If you ask me a question, then you mute me, then that's disingenuous.
You just
Would you agree?
No, it's not, because you keep screaming.
Oh my
like
God,
a baby.
You're such a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're acting like you're acting like a snowflake, little cupcake, baby. Like, am I talking to a libtard? The fuck, bro? This is a cupcake that I'm talking to right here. What a snowflake little princess. Come on, cupcake. What's wrong?
No.
Why are you acting like such a soft little lib?
I'm not.
Do we need to carry the flame on you? Would that make you happy?
No.
Do we need to carry the flame on him, chat? We can carry the flame on him if we need to carry the flame on him tonight. We could definitely do that. We carry the flame often around here, brother, because, you know, Charlie was my hero. And because he was my hero, I oftentimes love to carry the flame every single night here at Arispe on America, because I feel like that's what we have to do. We have to carry the flame. We have to honor his name. We have to make sure that that we fight for the gospel, because I know those words, brother. Do you know those words? I know those words. He stood unshaken. Hold on. A voice in the storm. Come on, baby, sing with me. Flames in the chat, baby. Flames in the chat. Conviction. Hold on. A heart reborn. when the cost was high. Peeling for Jesus. Hold on. Dubs in the chat, baby. Flames in the chat. If we're carrying the motherfucking flame, guys. Hold on. God, Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage our own. Okay. Yeah, you got the moves, big dog. You got the moves. Okay. All right, big dog. You ready to have a conversation that unites the people, baby? We united him. You know what I'm saying? We can put our differences to the side and we can have a conversation because that's what Charlie would have wanted, brother. The Kirk dance unites everybody. Are you ready to have a conversation, my friend?
Yeah.
All right, man. You want to tell me why you think Alex Preddy was not a victim of homicide?
A victim of homicide?
Yeah, man. 10 shots in the back. Would you not call that a homicide?
Yeah. Can I answer your question?
Yeah.
If you stop to, okay, fair enough. Do you understand that Alex Preddy was going around, he was kicking cars, he was kicking ICE cars, he was saying, we don't believe in these people, we don't like this stuff. He also was fighting with the ICE agents, and he also had a gun on him. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that, but in the state of Texas that
so
I live
when
in,
he was taken
why does
down,
that matter?
If you're okay, all right.
But the gun was off of him, and video evidence shows the gun was removed off of his body before the ICE agent pulled out his gun and shot him in the back. So regardless if he was agitating at a something 11 days prior, 11 to 10 days prior, whatever the hell the number is, that is a completely separate event from what happened the day of. What I'm saying is that day, a woman was pushed to the ground. We can see that in the evidence. He got upset because that woman was pushed to the ground. Me, myself, would defend a woman as well if a grown-ass man pushed a woman onto the ground in a negative 20-degree weather.
What the woman was doing in the first place, that why ICE had her on the ground. That's my whole point.
So why is it that people like Jake Lang, but buddy, let me ask you a question.
It wasn't just some random woman. Sir,
why can MAGA supporters go and almost kill people at January 6th?
I said we're going to take her down because we don't like her for some reason. We're just going to take her down.
So let me, buddy.
Freddie came in and says, "No, I'm going to defend that woman."
Dude, so what? At the end of the day,
stupid. You guys are so fucking
how am I stupid? You don't think that it's ridiculous that it takes 6 to 7 minutes? And I tried to have a conversation with you, bro, and you're literally talking shit.
I don't get.
Dude,
yes,
you're literally no, dude. It's not law enforcement, bro.
You have to have 6, 7 men,
dude. Yes. You're acting like MAGA didn't literally pull an insurrection on the Capitol and literally leading to people like Jake Lang going and spreading the fucking hate that he's spreading right now. What do you mean? Your insurrectionists almost killed people on January 6th.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Because you care about law and order. Because, brother, I'm telling you, you seem to care about law and order. MAGA supporters care that these people were at these protests and antagonizing law enforcement. Yet on January 6th, law enforcement was, in matter of fact, killed. Y'all don't care about law enforcement. Y'all were just mad when the other side protests. And bro, at the end of the day, no. Okay, no, it wasn't. There was a total of seven people died. Oh my God, you literally are so misinformed. It's actually insane. I'm actually getting bothered. Anyways, no, okay, brother.
Because
are you telling me? No, you're telling me that you're okay with the administration using coercive power to kill an American citizen who did not do anything wrong?
No.
You don't care about liberty. You don't care about liberty. You told me liberty was about freedom. What kind of freedom? What kind of society are we living in if the government feels like they can use capital punishment, judge, jury, and executioner in the street? They don't get to do that. They have all kinds of other weapons. He was already on the ground, Graham. He was not on the ground. How much?
Alex,
he was on the ground.
Okay, here's the thing.
Shot 10 times.
Here's the
thing. He
was
being maced. Have you ever been maced?
You won't let me talk.
Have you ever been? Okay. Have you ever been maced?
Yes.
You have.
Yes.
And how did you react?
It hurt my eyes.
Okay. Did you move around when it hurt your eyes?
Yeah, it hurt my eyes.
So you're thinking that somebody, maybe just for a second, like seriously, can
Wait
you
a second.
can I just talk for a quick second, bro? Because you're not really listening.
Can I answer your question?
Graham, I'm about to move on because it really doesn't.
Give
Okay.
me a fucking headache. He won't let me answer a question.
No, my guys. I did
Sir,
no
do
no
you
to address the chat. Yes, I brought up January 6th because this guy is up here mad about people who he thinks were protesting, being antagonistic to law enforcement, when MAGA supporters quite literally pulled an insurrection on the government and got pardoned for it, and they got called fucking patriots.
Sir, hold on.
So
What's the definition of insurrection?
what do you
Give
think
me
the
the
definition
definition.
is of insurrection, brother? Why are you trying to have a
Give me
fucking?
the definition
Why
of
are
it.
we?
You
Why
said
are we having
insurrection.
a
Give me
fucking
the
text?
definition
Oh
of
my God! Why
insurrection,
are we?
dumbass.
Why is that the conversation we're going to? We're talking about Alex Preddy and what
Because you
MAGA
said
supporters do.
insurrection.
Oh my
Say it
God,
right.
dude! You were
Say it
honestly
right.
one of the hardest people to have a conversation with because you actually don't
Yeah,
give two
so are you,
shits.
sir, because you don't shut the fuck up
Oh,
ever.
so what is it?
What's
An
the definition of insurrection?
a violent uprising.
No, that's not the definition of
A
insurrection.
violent uprising against an authority or the government. Why don't you look up
That's
insurrection?
not the
Wow.
definition of an
Okay,
insurrection.
guys, I really think he's actually just trolling me at this point. And I'm not really trying to have a conversation anymore, bro. You're actually just kind of frustrating me now because I don't think you're actually here to engage in a conversation. You're drunk and you don't want to engage in a debate. At the end of the day, bro, you're in here justifying an insurrection, which was literally a violent uprising against an authority or the government. That's the literal definition. But I'm not going to sit here and continue to explain definitions to you, man. You've denied that Alex Preddy was shot 10 times. You screamed at me for 10 minutes. Now we're going back and forth about nothing. The conversation is going nowhere and I'm just yelling and it looks bad. So I can't have a conversation with you, Graham, because you're here to just rage bait and call people fucking stupid and not actually get involved in the substance of the fact that I want people to actually have liberty in this country and not allow the government to be able to infringe upon that liberty itself. But it seems like you don't give two fucks about that, brother. What's good, man?
How are you doing tonight?
What?
How are you doing tonight?
Doing good, man. You disagree with anything on the screen?
No, I'm 100% with you. These MAGA mushroom gobblers are ridiculous. These people don't listen to reality. These people are against immigrants. They're against women. And it's ridiculous. These people will kiss Donald Trump's behind.
Oh yeah,
if he
man.
tells them to rob a bank, they'll do it.
I agree, man. I agree. I do apologize. I'm only going to be up for probably 10, 15 more minutes. So I'm going to look for one more debate, brother. I really do apologize about that. I got to hop off
Okay,
soon.
have a good night.
Thank you. I thank you. If we got anybody out there that wants to have another debate, man, I'm really trying to actually engage in some substance. Yes, exactly. He was not trying to engage in the substance, Zach. Anytime that I provided evidence, anytime that I provided facts, he just literally told me I was dumb and that I didn't know what I was talking about. So how do you continue to have a conversation with somebody like that? And I got his butt buddy about to come up in here and have a conversation. No, because I gave you the definition and you denied it. Go look up the definition, Graham, and come back to me and see if I was right or if I was wrong. What's up, DNA?
Hello there.
What's up,
my
brother?
age is 20 for TikTok, by the way.
Got you, man. Thank you. Do you disagree with anything on the screen?
I'm just curious as far as the control women aspect. Is that in reference to abortion?
It is.
Alright. I'm just curious what your justification for that is.
For what?
Don't mind.
For abortion? Oh, yeah. I just don't think that the government has any right to infringe on anybody's liberties or their life or commandeer a woman's body and force her into motherhood as punishment.
Yeah, but that's a legality argument. That's not telling me anything why it should or shouldn't be allowed.
Legality is all that matters. I don't care about moral conclusions. That has no business in our politics. I believe in liberty, and liberty is basically the independent sovereign over the mind and the body. If I hurt myself, if it's a victimless crime and it only involves me and my body, then you have no business to tell me what to do. That's what I believe liberty is about.
If it's about choosing...
What does liberty mean to you?
Well, we're not critiquing my view.
No, we are actually, because you're the person coming up here to debate, and it's actually going to be your burden to prove me why you feel as if abortion shouldn't be legal for women to have. That's how a debate goes. I provide the claim. You need to convince me why you don't agree.
Yeah, that's not how debate works.
Yeah, 100%. I already made you. I made a positive claim, and all you can do is say that that's a legality argument. If you want to have a philosophical debate, a moral debate, a religious debate, sure, buddy. Let's have a biological debate. I don't care. I'm giving you my reason. If you didn't like that, then great. Provide some type of anything, bro. Other than trying to get me on a technicality that's not enough for you. Because your moral conclusion isn't going to be enough for me. It being biologically human is not enough for me either. When 81% of philosophers and ethicists agree that it's something far more valuable, or like it's something that you need to substantiate a greater argument, like consciousness or something, other than just biological human life. That's not something that I'm willing to even accept. Because I honestly don't care, because it still has to sustain itself off of the woman's body. And I don't understand why you feel as if a man, you get to control what a woman does with her body when it's all in your power in the beginning. Just strap up, big dog, or get a vasectomy if you care so much.
Oh, well, being a man has nothing to do with the validity of an argument. So,
what do you mean by that? 100% it does. You're a man that's trying to control a woman. How does it not?
It does not have a validity of an argument, because if a woman, in that scenario, then it would also mean that if a woman said the earth was flat, it would be right because it's a woman.
You're conflating way two different arguments. We're talking about bodily autonomy in America.
Yes,
no. We're not talking about those kinds of arguments. We're talking about in America we're talking about we're not talking about logic. We're talking about constitutional rights. I don't give a fuck about metaphysics or your logic, brother, or your philosophy. I'm telling you right now what our constitutional protections are, and what your moral conclusion is doesn't get to infringe on that liberty. Now, you can engage in my argument and tell me what you think liberty is, since you clearly can't define it.
Liberty is freedom of action, if anything.
It's freedom from tyranny against oppressive authorities and governments, brother. It's the independent sovereign of the mind and the body.
So would you say anything that falls within the Constitution as far as a law is right?
Do I feel like anything in the Constitution when it comes to life and liberty? That's what I care about in due process, man, because that's what we need to uphold a democratic society. Most important things, my friend. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Would you say that the 1927...
We're not talking about anything other than why you want to control women's bodily autonomy, my friend.
Yes, we're going into that. So
yeah, no, without chirping, I just want to know. I don't care about any of that. I just want to know why you want to infringe on a woman's body.
So this is explaining the legality concept and why it doesn't hold. So
I just want to know. I don't care about that. I want to know why you personally, why you have come to the conclusion why you don't want women to get an abortion. I don't give a fuck about what the legalities are. I just want to know what your opinion is, brother.
I could be agnostic on it, for one. For two,
that's fine. Are you? Or because if you're not, then if you are agnostic on it, then I'm debating with somebody for no reason, and I can get into a conversation with somebody that's I can move the needle with, instead of somebody that wants to just come up here and chirp back and forth.
So my reasoning, which I'm not agnostic, is that, and it's not anything to do with controlling women, it's that the life and liberty and pursuit of happiness, which you so dearly hold to, would also apply to the fetus within the womb. And as the right to life is contingent, the bodily autonomy right is contingent upon the right to life, as without the right to life, we cannot exercise bodily autonomy. Therefore, bodily autonomy is superseded by the right to life. Therefore, when women take actions in cases of consensual SMECs, then they are intentionally producing an action and outcome of this pregnancy. Therefore, their right to exercise their bodily autonomy does not infringe upon the right of life for the fetus within the womb.
That is 100% your liberty, my friend, for you and your girlfriend and your wife. If you feel like it infringes on the life and liberty of a fetus or whatever you think it is, then that's your right, your liberty to continue to carry that child. But it is not your right to infringe on another person's liberty. If you care about potential life so much, well, I care about the potential of the mother. Yeah, no one. It is. It's potential hypothetical life. And I'm sorry. I'm going to put the woman who has an existing memories, who has a consciousness, who exists right now, who is potentially a mother already, who is a daughter, somebody that exists here in reality. Oh, you can laugh. I didn't laugh. Did I laugh when you substantiated your claim? So are you going to be here and just no? Because you don't like what I have to say. Because your argument was complete bullshit and rooted in bigotry. It doesn't really matter what you have to say. You still feel like your moral conclusion should be put upon everybody else. But you can believe that someone shouldn't walk down that staircase with you. You don't get to force them down it, though. They can walk in the opposite direction. That's the beautiful thing about liberty. It's like a staircase. You can walk up and you can walk down, and neither one is the wrong way, brother. So when it's going to cause more harm, brother, when it's going to cause more harm to the life of the mother, when we're talking about an unborn child, when it infringes on the life and liberty of the mother, I'm always going to prioritize the existing life before I put potential life, because the potential of the mother still has not been achieved.
It's
How do you know?
How
do you know?
According to scientific consensus, the life at conception is it meets all 7 criteria for life. Do you know about that?
What do you mean by that? How does it meet all criteria of life?
So, 7 criteria for life: cellular organization, 1.
That doesn't matter at the end of the day. No, like, brother, it doesn't, because you still want to infringe on a woman's liberty, and I want to know why.
It is a lie.
I never argued that it wasn't. I said that.
Yes,
no. In the beginning of this argument. No, in this argument, at the beginning of this argument, I literally said that it being a human organism is not enough of a claim for you to come up here and argue about whether or not a fetus has the same moral rights and personhood as me and you do.
So you said it's a potential life, correct?
How is it not a potential life if it doesn't exist outside of the body? A child is born. It exists in this world. A child is not a fetus. What stage is it? What stage is it alive at? And
it's alive at the zygote stage,
and where is the zygote at?
The location has no pertinence.
It actually does, because it hasn't implanted itself. It's a very important concept. We should go over the biology together. No. Let's go over the biology. No. You want it? No, you want it? Let's do it. Okay.
Criteria for life.
Okay. I don't care about the criteria. I just want to know where the zygote is. Fuck your philosophy, bro. Nobody gives a shit about your philobroke talk, bro. We're talking about infringement of bodily autonomy. I don't give a fuck about your philosophy. Let's move on to where the zygote is inside of the woman's body, because it's very important, because you still don't know what you're talking about. I could walk you through the entire stages of a fucking child's development. I'll dog walk you in that conversation. I could prove to you that you don't know shit right now. What's the stage called? What's the 3 stages of a child's development? Main stages. No. I'm talking not that. No, not that. No, you're getting it wrong. You're talking about the developmental stages. I'm talking about the. You obviously don't know. What's the difference between the embryonic or the fetal stage?
The embryonic stage is the stage in development prior to when the placental sac and embryonic sac, placental and amniotic sac has formed. Okay,
and what comes before the embryonic stage?
Zygote.
And the stage itself. Yeah, blastocyst is literally has an inner and an outer cell where the placenta forms and the baby is inside of it. But before that, yes, it is. And before that, it actually goes through the morula stage and the cleavage stage. But I don't think you know about the cleavage stage, where it divides into 2, 4, 6, and 2, 4, 8, 16 cells, and then it turns into a morula.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so I want to know why you still feel like any of this is relevant to why you feel like you can infringe on a woman's bodily autonomy, because you're trying to get into a philosophical conversation. I don't give a shit about that. I want to know why you still feel like you can take away a woman's liberty simply because of something that doesn't exist. It has no viability. And it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, because you can't prove that other than, my biology says so. Let me rephrase. Sure, it exists, but that's still not enough to come up here. No, I don't accept the biological evidence to be enough for you to substantiate why this thing has moral personhood.
Do you accept, yes or no, that life begins at conception?
That's not what I'm saying.
Do you, yes or no? Do you accept?
I just gave you my claim. You can go back and listen to what I just said.
Yes.
I don't know why random 16-year-olds care so much about women and controlling them and what they do. It's really weird. It's like it's really unique amongst Gen Z boys to want to get on this platform and tell grown ass men and women what they should be doing with their families.
I'm Gen Z.
Dude, you just said you were 22, Gen Alpha, whatever the hell you are, bro. I don't know. You're just a kid that's lost in his ways and doesn't know what he's talking about, and you're advocating for something that's going to take away somebody else's liberty for a child that you don't even care about. You don't care if this child has the access to resources and
Poisoning
food.
the well.
Who cares?
Nice one.
Dude, I don't care at the end of the day. I want to know why you want to infringe on a woman's body without getting into all of that bullshit, because at the end of the day, dude, you're providing me with a trash argument.
Well, I don't think you should infringe upon any woman's right to life.
You are right now. No, if the potential's life is going to harm, if the potential's life is going to harm the existing life, then the existing life prioritizes. No, what you don't understand.
It's alive by biology. Did you go through?
Is that what you're going to keep doing? Is trying to get on the technicality of biology? I told you that's not enough, and 81% of philosophers and ethicists agree. So you're going to have to substantiate something more.
Listen.
Listen, I'm just telling you, 81% of all philosophers and ethicists deny the fact that you can claim that it's just biologically human. Okay, I told you it's biologically human. I'll concede for the sake of the argument, but you need to move on.
Is it alive? Yes or no?
I already gave you my answer.
Is it alive, yes or no, from conception?
I already gave you my answer.
Yes or no, is it alive from conception?
I don't care. That's my answer.
Yes or no?
No, my answer is I don't care if it's alive.
Yes or no? It's a very basic question.
I don't care if it's alive, and I don't care if women have access to abortion to the day of.
Oh, so what is the difference between a fetus 1 day prior, or even 3 seconds before exiting the womb, and a fetus in the womb at, say, 8 months?
Do you know why women get it at that point?
It can be elective in Massachusetts all the way up to the.
Do you know why they did that? Because Fox News even reported this correctly. It seems like you saw like a Facebook post or an X post. Do you know why they did this?
That doesn't matter to the.
No, it does, because you're a kid. No, it's not a hypothetical, because women have died for this specific reason that the message. Did you just laugh at?
You're not listening.
No.
You can't even track.
You're a child that doesn't know how to have a conversation about the fact that women are dying. No. I'm going to continue with what we're talking about. We're talking about Massachusetts. We're not going to continue with what you want to do. I'm the host. We're going to continue with what you just said. In Massachusetts, they passed that because the physician doesn't have time to call the lawyers to see whether or not the state is going to sue them when it comes to a mother's life. When they need to make a decision in the moment to save a woman, then they're going to save a woman. And it just, dude, you're such an incel, bro. Like, are you really laughing at women dying right now? Like, in the state of Texas, there have been women that have died. There are women, and even if it's going to kill a woman, so even if it's going to kill the woman, what about, dude? Oh my God!
2 seconds before it exits.
Did you? No, that's never happened. That's a hypothetical that you're engaging with as well.
It's not.
It's never happened, and it's a hypothetical. Nope. You just gave no. It hasn't. Provide your evidence. Provide your evidence. No, you don't get to. I need evidence.
Baby Jessica, Australia.
No, in America. We're not talking about Australia. Talk about fucking America, brother.
You said it doesn't happen. You didn't say it doesn't happen in America.
Kid, I need you to literally listen to what I'm saying. Women that get it a day or two before the baby is dead or the woman will die. Are you telling me that the woman should not still get the abortion, which they still try to save the baby? You realize this, right? Even after 24 weeks, which less than 1% of all abortions happen after 24 weeks. You're tripping about nothing. Less than 1% of all abortions happen after 24 fucking weeks. And it's always because of a medical emergency, and you're in here laughing.
No, it's not. For one,
it is. Can you? No, it is.
How long do abortions take, Pastor?
Brother, you literally, you're not even willing to engage in the substance. You just said, no, it's not. That's the strongest tool that MAGA has, is just to deny. You just say no. You don't have to.
For the life of the mother.
What?
It's not ever for the life of a mother past viability.
If the baby is dead inside, then it is.
If the baby's dead inside, then that's not an abortion. That's miscarriage care. You're misconstruing the
No,
situation.
you still have to get an abortion to take it out.
No, you don't. It's not an abortion. It uses a similar tool, but it does not.
Dude, this is ridiculous.
An abortion is the intentional termination.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this kid. I'm sorry. Like, I can't keep engaging with a straight child that absolutely doesn't know what he's talking about and just denies the facts at every step of the way. Like, how do I get through to incels like that literally just hate women? Like, that's all it is. They don't care. They're literally saying, I don't give a fuck about the mom. The mom's potential literally stopped the second she got pregnant. The second she opened her legs, her potential ended. Her life literally ceases to be hers anymore. That's insane. He said he was 22. But you can hear literally guys like that are just kids. Like, they're kids. And I don't know what the meta is lately. No, you can't accept biology. And I don't care about biology, DNA Defender. I told you that 81% of all philosophers and ethicists don't give a shit about biology. You have to substantiate something different. It's not enough. You need to provide me evidence about why you feel like infringing upon a woman's body, commandeering it, and forcing her into motherhood as punishment is something that is a far greater thing to achieve, to strive after, than protecting a mother's liberty or rights. That's it. I already told you, brother, that if you want to have that child, right, you and your wife or you and your girlfriend, blah blah blah, y'all want to have that child, that's your liberty to do so, but you don't get to just infringe on anybody else because of your moral conclusion. I told you I don't give a shit about whether or not it's alive or if it isn't alive. All I care about is women's biology and bodily autonomy not being infringed upon. I feel like women should have access to the healthcare that they need. And I just told you that less than 1% of all abortions happen after the 24th week. And you still just said no when that's literally the fucking facts. So I'm not going to have a conversation with you, DNA Defender, when you literally don't give a shit. I told you I care. No, you care about potential children coming into this world. You're pro-birth because the second that they're born, you don't give a fuck about them or the mother. You don't care that 88% of all single mothers in this country, 88% of all single mothers. Well, it's 88% of all women who get abortion are single mothers. There are single women who are unmarried. I'm sorry, guys, it's late. So 88% of all freaking abortions are from single women, 12% from married. And of that 88%, 56% of them are in their 20s. So these are young single women who are barely making what in their 20s. Women in their 20s make $40,000 median when you need $70,000 to raise a kid with one person and a fucking child, and they're making $30,000 less. 25% of all women are below the poverty line. 4 out of every 5 single parent households are women that are raising the kids. And you're in here just saying that women don't take care of their kids. You're in here saying women want to kill their kids. Women literally take care of their children more than men. Literally, women are out there fucking taking care of children far more than you piece of shits do. All y'all care about is like, oh, is abortion, so abortion is birth control. Abortion is like, is that really what y'all think? And at the end of the day, what business is it of yours if somebody makes that decision when it's 93% of them by the feel stage, dude? It literally happens before they can even feel pain or feel any kind of sensation. Like, why is it your business about what another woman does at the end of the day? You can't even spell correctly. That's literally on purpose. I'm happy that you caught that, CB14. You're the third person in 64 episodes to catch the fact that the support is spelt wrong. That's how fucking dumb MAGA supporters are, is that none of y'all can ever get up and actually point that out. It's actually funny as hell. Then bring people up. There's nobody else in the fucking chat, Christian. If you want to come up in here, you're more than welcome to come up in here. Come on, man. Oh, gosh, bro. DNA Defender. Funny. What's up, brother? You disagree with anything on the screen?
Yes. Well, no, I'm just defending what you're arguing. You're arguing that the whole time, right? I've been here for like 30 seconds and you're trying to defend something for women, and you're not a woman, obviously, so you're trying to defend this.
Yeah,
and
I'm a feminist.
You're basically
and I'm
arguing
married
that
for 12 years, and yeah.
Birth control. You're arguing is birth control.
Evidence?
Everything you just said.
What do you mean by that?
You're using it as birth control.
What do you mean by that?
Your stats of 83% of women that are 20 years old. I mean, that's birth control.
What do you mean by
that?
That?
Spread their legs.
Oh, okay. So they spread their legs. You know what? You should have put a condom on if you care so much about what a woman does with her body.
Hey,
at that point, it's in the man's hand, baby. No, look, and the men aren't around to take care of the woman. They abandon them. No, 88%. No, dude. What I'm telling you is, what do you expect a woman to do when she's in her young 20s, makes $17,000 less than single men do that have a kid? What are they supposed to do when they need $30,000 more? Yes.
Have a kid?
No, they're
Good.
not.
That's
Based
their
off of
job.
what?
That'd be
While
good.
men just get to just walk away and not have any
I'm
other
not defending that
responsibility,
either.
but
I
it
don't defend
happens.
that either.
But statistics show it happens.
I'm not defending that either.
Doesn't matter whether or not you defend it. Statistically, 4 out of every 5
But what I'm
households
saying,
are
the way
raised
you're
by no.
defending it, though,
It's
way
not
you're
the way I'm defending it. Do you feel like liberty should be infringed upon, brother?
That's such a loaded question.
What does
the way you're
liberty mean
asking
to
it.
you? No, it's not. What is liberty?
Liberty is such a loaded question.
It's not. We're talking about the Fifth Amendment. No, I have the Fifth Amendment right here. That's what I protect. I protect our constitutional rights that you want to infringe upon. Now, what does liberty mean to you?
Liberty means to me that I have limited government, but again,
That's not what liberty means. But hey, liberty means no. The freedom from
limited government, and
that's not liberty, though.
Liberty is having limited government.
No,
having
I'm trying to give you the real definition.
Liberty is actually having limited government, where the government actually protects the things that actually matter, which is making sure that you're not getting.
Absolutely not. No. You are so mistaken in what liberty actually means, and the founding fathers would be disgusted with you right now for saying that.
Okay, what's liberty?
Liberty is freedom of tyranny from oppressive governments and authoritarian regimes. It is the independent. Hold on. It is the independent sovereignty over the body and mind. Any victimless crimes, the government has no authority to coerce your body or your mind to do whatever they feel like they need to do.
Isn't that limited government?
And you're advocating for bigger government that would create social policy against women who hurt your feelings because you're soft.
You have not listened to anything I've said at all then.
Okay, so you literally just said that the government should be around to create policies that protect the people from committing harm, basically.
You have not listened to anything I've said at all.
Okay, did you listen to anything I just said? Could you tell me what I just said, or did it go through one ear and not the other?
No, I've listened to everything you said.
What did I just say?
You and I have agreed with a lot of things.
Okay.
Which is limited government, where they don't infringe upon your rights.
Okay.
However, though, the only thing I say is that I don't believe abortion is birth control.
That's not what I'm saying it is.
I know you're not saying that, but the way you're describing it.
Well, you came in at the end of a debate.
Okay, fair.
Like, I just got into a debate with somebody who literally discarded all my evidence and everything and still didn't care. So, yes, I was heated and going on a rant. But if you would like to have that argument.
Your percentages and the way your percentages sound, it's like, it makes it sound like it's like using it as like birth control. It's like, I believe there's like,
regardless.
Yes, it should be used. But like, I don't believe like abortion's like a thing. Like, it should be run like rampant. Like,
brother. No, okay, so you know the average income in America right now is $54,000, right?
Sure.
It takes $56,000 to live. That's $2,000 that you need to go make with a gig job. That's $28. Hold on. Listen. What I'm trying to say is that people, whether or not you're a man or you're a woman in this country right now, we are struggling. It takes $17,000 to raise each child. What I'm saying to you is, yes, 56% of all abortions do happen by 20-year-olds that are their first time getting an abortion, but 88% of them are women who are unmarried and single. So what I'm saying is, do you think that her potential stops simply because there's a potential life inside of her?
Well, I don't think her potential stops, but at the end of the day, too, though,
how can a young woman continue to have her live her life if a man impregnates her, right, and then leaves her with all the responsibility? Like I said, 4 out of 5 women are left with that responsibility.
Let me ask you a question. Let me give you the flip side, though, right? And again, this is the rare case. And again, the exception is never the rule. I get it. The exception is never the rule, but it's always the thing that's always put out there is it's her right, her body, all the things. Correct. But she also is up. It takes 2 to tango. Correct.
Sure. It does.
Well, it does. It does.
Yes. But 88% of those people that get abortions, the other person who was tangoing with them literally abandoned her. 12% are done by marriages.
However, though, for the people that actually do want to do something and they find out they have that, they don't get that choice because they say it's her choice, not his choice to have anything. Because again,
but the guy's not there. He doesn't want to be there. These are mostly men who are not involved. And then let me put you, like, why do these guys, when I'm looking at the numbers, why do they get to walk away?
You have to nail it down to
Sure, yeah, it's even worse when you look at black women and Latinos, man. At 38,000 for
Right.
black women, 32,000 for Mexican women, and
But again, though,
and white women
there
are also getting
people in those
abortions.
demographics, though, that actually want to participate and do that, but they don't get that option.
How
Because,
do they
again,
participate if their life is
they
now
would rather
limited? So,
have,
brother,
they would rather have that person. They would say, "Look, give that to me." There are people that would do that.
my parents didn't need to
However,
have
though-
me. My parents had me at 16, bro. I didn't eat growing up. I didn't have the shit that I needed. I wish that it
Bro,
wasn't.
my parents were two
It
top
wasn't.
pieces
It
of food
wasn't.
on the table.
It wasn't my me requesting them to bring me into this world. Like, and even at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, do you really feel like men who statistically do leave all the burden on women should be able to get off scot-free the way that they do? And even if you do say that, hey, that's not right, that's what happens.
However, and I'll give you another counter to that, though. It's a shitty counter, but I'll still give you a counter to that, though. Is that the people that actually go through with the pregnancy, though, and there are plenty of women, though, that will have multiple fathers and have multiple children and they gain plenty of money from the system. There's women that can have 3 or 4 children that can make $60,000-$70,000 a year.
But they don't want to use their money. My wife that I've been with for 12 years is terrified to have a child in the state of Texas. We don't want that.
Wife,
Exactly.
though.
So if your wife wants to take that, then that's her liberty. It is not.
Dude.
Well, okay. Well, if it's the next woman, if it's the next woman, then, or if it's some other woman, then it's her decision to be able to make that. It's not my decision because if it's my moral conclusion or any of the sort.
Women too, though, where they like hold men hostage because, like, dude, you came to see your kid because of you were like a day late with your.
Then
payment.
maybe you should have got the abortion.
Not
So you
me.
didn't get that. Maybe you should have got the abortion so you weren't stuck with somebody that you don't like. I don't know. My thing is, if men care so much, if they come up here with the claim, like you originally said, that they should have closed their legs, then why can men?
That's running this conversation?
Yes, because sadly, men only listen to men. When women come out here and advocate for these things, y'all just blow them off. That's what I've seen. If my wife was to come over here right now and have the same argument, she'd be belittled. That's just sadly the patriarchal society that we still live in right now. That's the institutional misogyny that we deal with today still.
It's not misogyny. It's the fact that you're trying to make an argument for women's rights.
Because I'm a feminist. Yes. It doesn't. I don't need to be a woman. Yes.
You're a feminist.
What do you think a feminist means? Can you define feminist? Y'all love to come up here and ask me what a woman is and define a woman. What's a feminist?
I didn't ask you what a woman
I
is.
know, but I get asked that. I get asked that every night by MAGA. Because they just see me as somebody with a nose ring, and they're like, "Oh, you must not know." So, what is a feminist?
Suspenders, though, because I love suspenders. I wear suspenders too. So,
me too, all day, man. So,
dude,
what do you think a feminist
there's
is?
literally nothing better than suspenders.
I agree.
And the people I hate, though, are the ones like, dude, how come you don't have a belt on with your? I'm like, bro,
You can't do that.
you don't wear a belt with suspenders. All right. Anyway, side note. That was a side thing. But anyway, suspenders rock. Side note. Okay. So, feminism is. Listen, I'm
Just like just like a definition, like the diction. Do you know what the definition
I'm
is?
opposed to women's suffraging. I want to end women's suffraging completely.
It's basically just gender equality. It doesn't even talk about females. It just talks about gender equality.
Women's suffraging.
So
That's
me
really
as well. And when I look at liberty, I look at people like John Stuart Mill, who wrote On Liberty, one of the most important books of the 1800s about liberty itself. And he says in his book that women have never been given the opportunities in society to succeed in the way that men have. We have never, for hundreds of years, we have never allowed women to have access to the same resources and education that we've had until recent modern times. So we've never given them the chance to see whether or not they can run society better or as good as men. And I don't see a difference in gender. I think that they're just as capable, and that's why I'm not okay with seeing other men in politics infringing on women's liberties and life. That's all. I don't care about the abortion thing. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Just real quick, I just wanted to say I don't care if I agree with abortion or not. That's not even what I'm advocating for. Like, I'm not even trying to have a moral conversation. I'm talking about, when is the government allowed to be coercive over another person's body, and when are they not? Because there's no other situation that I can think about where the government can mandate anybody else to be forced to use their body to sustain another biological organism as a punishment for their actions.
So you don't think it should have been sent back to the state?
No.
You think it should have been federal?
I live in Texas, man, so no, women have died
So do
here.
I live in Dallas. You think it should have been federal still?
I do.
See,
Personally. Due to the fact that I can give you 5 documented cases of women here in the state of Texas that were waiting for 40 hours in the hospital, in the ER, with a miscarriage already there, bleeding from their uterus, begging the doctors and pleading to their husbands to save them. And then they ended up dying after the baby came out due to a bacterial infection. That right there, that's when I see these young women who are 28, and my wife is 28. I've been with my wife since I was 16, 17 years old.
What happened to those? Sorry.
Specifically, I can give you cases if you would like to me to actually.
No. Just, you were saying like they had bacterial infections?
They had miscarriages. There's specifically like certain cases of women where the doctors did not intervene due to the fact that they didn't know if they could intervene. And there have been multiple cases of this happening because they need to figure out whether or not there's a fetal heartbeat. That's our law here in the state of Texas. We have to determine fetal heartbeats.
So I've only lived here for 3.5 years. So
yeah. So Joseli Barnicia, 28 years old, was 17 weeks pregnant when she experienced a miscarriage. Medical records indicated that the miscarriage was already in progress. According to her husband, doctors told her that they had to wait until the fetal heartbeat stopped because intervening could constitute an abortion, and abortion was illegal at the time. So she waited approximately 40 hours while her uterus remained exposed to bacteria. She eventually developed a severe infection, and then died of sepsis 3 days later. This is just one case. All of these women are young women who are sometimes second mothers, already have a kid, have a husband, our daughters, our sisters. These are real people with lived experiences. These are people that are dying, and I couldn't imagine that being my wife, my sisters. That's why, regardless if it's
that type of thing, I could not imagine at all. No, that like the part that I have a problem with is where it's like I feel that at times, and I'm not trying to generalize it or saying for everybody. I'm just saying at times there can be circumstances where some people eat, and I'm not using I don't give a shit about the Plan B pill. That's a thing. Use it, do whatever you want with it. Am I a conservative? Yes. Am I MAGA? No. Have I voted Democrat in the past? Yes. So again, I don't want to be lumped in with like this whole like class of like thing.
right.
But I'm about limited government infringing on most of our rights. But the thing I don't like is like the whole like Planned Parenthood thing, where it literally seems like a mill that is there to like, for people that need it, yes.
Yeah.
For women that can't afford healthcare, yes. And I just don't like to see it be like a thing where it's like, I mean,
I think that just because maybe a minority might be doing that, we don't even have evidence that people are. If it's a minority, right?
Yeah.
Then we shouldn't punish the majority of women who still need access to these types of medical procedures because the lawmakers don't understand what they're talking about. I think that I trust a physician who's gone to school for 14 years. Do you?
It'd be better probably if there were actually more physicians in there.
I do agree, but like, do we not trust our physicians? Would you trust the man that's helping your wife deliver her child if you had one?
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so if they need to make that decision in that moment, then I think that we should allow the physicians to make that call, not have to call the lawyers in the state to see whether or not they can do it. I don't know if you saw just recently in Florida, a woman was delivering. She was in labor for 12 hours. Florida had to call the government to approve the C-section. So to do it, they had to roll in a fucking webcam with the judge and other district attorneys while this woman was in labor to question her about why she needed that C-section while she's in labor because the government had to approve it. And that's what I mean. If there are times where
I've never heard about a C-section being questioned about that, but
in the South, I'm telling you, they're starting to investigate women for having miscarriages.
But
as homicides.
What really needs to happen though is that we actually need like, instead of having like more people that have like law degrees going into government, there actually needs to be more people that are involved in healthcare going into government, because what really needs to happen is they actually need to figure out how they fix our healthcare. And the only way they do that is by having people that actually understand what healthcare is.
I
To be
agree.
able to actually figure out how to fix it.
Which is why I support Abdul El Sayed, man. I think he's a great politician.
Was he the guy that was just on
Jesse
in
Waters.
Michigan?
Yeah, he's in Michigan. He's running for Senate in Michigan.
He just called out Jesse Waters.
Yeah.
Hey, circumcised.
That shit was funny, bro. I was watching that with my wife because she didn't see that like literally before I got online tonight. So I was like, she was like, where does circumcision come into the conversation? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. This conversation got wild, but yes, I think Syed's a pretty decent politician.
Look, I'm very like conservative in a lot of things I do, but it's like I'm just like a lot of times it's like just leave shit alone and let it be. But it's like, but people try like just because what you do one time, they try to lump you in with like all the other people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying like all I heard was like 30 seconds of what you said, and so that's why I was just.
Look, the claim is hyperbolic. Yes, I say that MAGA men want to control women, and there's a good majority of men that come in here and will lately they've been saying that women don't deserve rights whatsoever. So I'm looking for those conversations. If you are somebody who doesn't believe like, hey, maybe I don't morally agree with this, but I don't believe in infringing on people's rights, then hey, that's great. At the end of the day, that's all I care about. I don't care about whether or not I agree or I disagree with it morally. What I care about is, does this infringe on somebody's constitutional protections? When I'm looking at the Constitution, when I'm reading right now, like I have it right here. I've been dissecting not just the Constitution because I've read it, but the Federalist Papers to see what the actual founding fathers meant when they were writing this shit. I want to protect people and make sure that they understand what their rights mean, what liberty means, what that right to liberty actually means to people. Because we can throw around, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness all day, but if people don't understand what liberty is, then they'll never fight to keep it.
Exactly. And the fact that you actually read it and you're learning it and wanting to know it, that's the part that like I love the most, because everybody needs to know it. So
I agree.
That's all, dude.
Yes, sir.
Hope you have a great night, dude.
You as well, man. Appreciate you. Drop me a follow. Come back some other time, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Yes, sir. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight, man. Like, I have class in the morning. I wasn't supposed to be on till 12:45, but I ended up getting into conversations, man. So I guess that's good because I wasn't getting any debates earlier. I got to be up at like 8 o'clock in the morning and it's already 12:46. I got 2 double block classes tomorrow, bro. 2.5 hour college courses, bro. 2.5 hour college courses. I'll be off around like 3:45, 4 tomorrow. I don't know what time my wife gets out of school, so it'll probably be around like 5:30 tomorrow when I get online. Make sure that y'all are turning on your notifications. If y'all have not followed me yet, make sure that y'all are dropping that follow. Usually Monday, Tuesdays, we're slow. But other nights, man, it gets popping in here and we get some crazy conversations going, especially lately. I really do appreciate everybody that hung out with me tonight. Thank you for donating. Angels, baby. Thank you, Puff Puff Give, for all of the heart me and the roses. Angels, baby, thank you for hanging out with us as always. Thank you everybody that's in here every single night. I really do appreciate y'all constantly coming back. Whether or not we got 4 or 14 people in here, you know we're gonna put on a show, baby, because that's who I am, man. I'm here to roast hog. I'm here to have a conversation. I'm here to hold people accountable. My blood sugar was high tonight, so if I crashed out a couple of times, I am sorry about that. But damn, bro, dealing with people that just deny the facts is so freaking annoying. People that will literally just look at you in your face and be like, no, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, when you absolutely have all the information in front of you. And I have facts, statistics written down because I actually study this shit. It bothers the shit out of me that they won't even go do a Google search. It's like they're completely allergic to Google, right? They're not even capable of doing that because it proves their argument wrong in lifetime, and they don't want to actually be proven wrong. They want to be right. I'm not trying to win debates. I'm trying to educate. All I care about is that you know you have life, liberty, and the right to due process, and you should never let the government infringe upon that right. That is important, guys. Never let the government get in the way of you and your constitutional rights ever. And it's important that you know what those are, because like I just told that last guy, if you never know what life, liberty, or the pursuit of happiness actually means and what context it means, then you'll never appreciate it when they try to take it away from you. You'll never go out and actually go fight for something you never knew you had, right? You're like, oh, I have liberty, I think I have freedom. Yeah, while they fucking watch you 24/7 with flock cameras, while they watch you with a face scan so you can go and whack off at night, right? I mean, literally in every single state where it's illegal just to do stuff like that, they're watching you. They got a flock camera inside of your little camera right now watching everything that you're doing. You ain't got freedom, bro. They're watching you every single fucking second. And if you think that you have freedom in this society, then I got something to tell you, bro. We're all being watched, man. You don't got that freedom that you think you have. That's why we had to rise up and stand up for our liberties right now. All together, build up a coalition of like-minded individuals who want to build up a better society. No, it doesn't. It says person. Sorry. You can all you want try to say that it's American citizens, but even the Supreme Court says that it's persons. It says persons in here. Does not say citizens at all. It says persons when you're talking about like the right to due process. So sorry that burst your bubble, brother. You're just wrong. Simply, you don't know what you're talking about, and you're the type of people spreading misinformation that want to infringe on constitutional protections. And you are scum, my friend, for not knowing your constitutional rights and trying to infringe upon everybody else's. Sorry. Go read. Do you want me to send you a copy of this? I got it for $2 at the Half Price Books. Go get yourself a copy of the Federalist paper. Go get yourself a copy of the Constitution. Go read, bro. It's good for your brain. It's good for you. Go put a couple new words in your vocabulary, okay? Go build up that vocab, bro. From a 7th, 8th grade reading level, which is the average American adult's reading comprehension level is 7th to 8th grade, which is why most Trump supporters don't get or even see that I spelt support wrong on purpose on the Why Do You Still Support Trump. It's not something they catch very often. Out of 64 episodes, 3 people have caught it. 3 lucky Trump supporters that are actually competent enough to realize the grammatical error that's on the screen. Oh, man, yes, Trump loves the poorly educated. They absolutely love people that will clap for them for higher gas prices and clap for war. These are the type of people that Donald Trump supporters are. I mean, I see them in my comment section every single day when I'm looking at like my Facebook posts, because I don't know why a lot of my posts on like Instagram, they go viral because I double cross them on Facebook, or they do good, at least like get like 10 20,000 views, and it's all MAGA hate, bro. I'll go read the comments. It's like 200, 300, 400, 900. So the other day, bro, 900 comments of all MAGA hatred about immigrants. 900 comments. I went and read through some of them. I'm just like, bro, this is exhausting. This is exhausting to know that this is the cultish mindset of MAGA. Like, this is actually where you people are. Like, I'm actually baffled. 984 comments, guys, of pure nonsense is what these people commented on my shit about, basically hating these people. And when all I tried to say was that they're not inhuman. They might be illegal, but they're not inhuman. Add a little bit of empathy, be compassionate. And they're like, fuck being compassionate. What you mean be compassionate? I'm a Christian nationalist. I don't show compassion to no illegals. I don't show compassion to those llamas. Bro, I literally got told the other day on a message that he was like, I need to go and like teach you a lesson, you disgusting jihadist, like Muslim. I'm like, bro, what do you mean I'm white? I didn't know that. That's the meta now. The meta now for Donald Trump supporters is just to attack everybody by calling them Muslim. I don't know why they think that that's an insult, but that's the new insult for MAGA nowadays. Like I said earlier that in 2024, bro, it was all transphobia. Now it's all Islamophobia. They think everybody's trying to spread Sharia law when it's 1% of the entire fucking nation. Bunch of freaking losers, man. Bunch of smooth brains, bunch of guys whose brains are smoother than a jar of Jiffy. Ain't got nothing going up in there. You got two brain cells fighting for what? First place? What is it, babe? She says this one. Yeah, 2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place. Stupid as fuck. I'm tired, man. Sorry, American Vato. I'm popping off for the night, man. I gotta go do some stuff in the morning. I gotta be up early. I'll be online tomorrow, man. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. Love y'all. Peace. Have a good night. Get some rest. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love. They love you.